What up, guys? Just chilling here. Oh, hey. We got someone on board. Could it be Pauline? If so, type something. I haven't got any. Can't see any messages. Stream settings. Chat box. Well, it's about 10:30 at night here in Western Australia. Just had an awesome day at work, full on, and went for a bit of a dive earlier on, and I'm completely knackered. But I thought I'd just jump on and do a bit of a skivey, a fuller livey, while I'm trying to work out this technology. Show chat, here we go. Boom. And we have got Granny. Hi, Becky. How are you? Yes, I'm just trying to figure all this all out. Hi there. I'm a hot mess right now. What time is it over there in your neck of the woods? Oh, you're doing well. And me? Well, firstly, I'm really glad that this live is. I've had so much trouble with it. Can't see. It's 9:15 a.m. Well, good morning. Good morning to you. It's and probably Sunday morning over there, right? It's Sunday evening here. Granny, good morning to you. Really appreciate you being testing out this live for me. Yeah. I have difficulties with the simplest of technologies at the best of times, and you probably tell I'm just chilling on my bed here, or our bed. Yeah, don't we? You know what they call it? They call it the great digital divide, and it's baby boomers and Gen Y or something like that. That when technology first came about, we didn't embrace it like it's been embraced at the moment. So we fall into the great digital divide, Becky. Yes. And it's not because of ignorance. It's just because maybe we're just set in our old ways. I still I still write letters to my family, you know? There's emails and texts and phones and FaceTime and stuff like that. But there's just something about letter writing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm avid letter writer, and still I like the idea of a mailbox still receiving mail, not bills, not pamphlets, not, you know. That's good to. And my brothers and sisters, they still reply by writing letters too. I got a sister that lives in South Africa, and she's been there for 20 years, and she writes. And there's 7 of us in our family, and she writes us all every week without fail. And when she writes, like, I read it out loud, and it's like she's sitting across the table from me. What's that you're writing at? My grandchildren can maneuver a smartphone better than me, and they're only. I know, I know that, and that's the great digital divide right there. You know, you infant children, adolescent children are just smashing this technology and leaving us in the dust, which in itself is a savior, because they get to learn all the things so quickly and then pass that knowledge on to us, you know, show us all the shortcuts. That's how it's supposed to be. The only thing that's missing from that equation is patience. The kids these days just don't have any patience because everything happens immediately. Yes, I remember back when banks didn't have computers. Yes, I do too. I do as well. No computers, and it was like things were handwritten. Things were handwritten. I had a bank book with, you know, they would write the amount, they would write the thing and had their signature on it, and there was personal one-on-one interaction, and and it's a lost art of communicating with people, and they call them like external customers. They're called external customers, right? The people you have to deal with outside of your um, household. You know, yes, and you could actually see how much you had in your account. Yeah, yeah, right down to the very cent. Yes, you could. And you wouldn't even have to see it. Your regular banker would tell you, oh, you got $8.50 or $200 or whatever it was, and got paid in cash, and was given to you in a little brown envelope, and you pull it out and have all your, you know, have all your docket, like how many hours you worked, and the breakdown of your money, how many $20 bills and $10 bills, and wow, howdy, Corinda. And now, what neck of the woods are you in again, Corinda? Are you in Perth? Where are you? North? Are you NOR or SOR? And I'd like, Oh, you're in Armidale. That's right. That's right. The Bronx, eh? The Bronx. That's no way to treat your neighbourhood like that, my friend. Eh? Can't be that bad, surely. Anyway, how about some introductions here? We've got Corinda. Corinda, I meet Becky, dumpster diving Granny Becky. I met Corinda on uh, dumpster diving Perth Facebook. That's right, eh, Becky? Corinda. Eh, so true. And and obviously I met Granny Becky just on the YouTube channels. I think it might have been Scrap Dog, maybe. So Corinda, so glad you're on. Um, really appreciate the comment you put on my last video. Really appreciate that. I mean, it made um, yeah. I mean, you're already reiterating what I was saying at the end there, and just to let you know, I'm not disheartened at all. It was more an account, just a realization that I'd been like watching all of these American dumpster diving videos and the romance of it all. I was romancing that when I'd opened up a lid of a dumpster, that's what I would find, those things, and and it hasn't quite gone that way, um, because my expectations are high. That's why my expectations are high, and and you're right in what you say. We just don't have the same sort of stores there, and we don't have the same kind of um, density and population, so we don't experience the same kind of waste. And we mark things down until they sell, and they do. They sell when they're marked down. Hi, Belle. Hi, Belle. It's 10:30 or getting close to 11 o'clock over here in Western Australia, and we have Granny Becky, and we have Corinda, who's also from Perth. So, welcome. I'm just trying out this new app called StreamElements. I know everyone else is on uses Streamlabs, but this is like a prototype application, and I just heard about it in the wings and thought I'd just give it a try. And so far, I'm loving it. Yeah, streaming from bed. Uh, uh, say a little prayer before your head. Maybe it'll. Bell, I I pray every day. Well, I call it karakia because which is in my language a prayer. Basically, it's a chant, and my faith is morehu, which is it's a faith in New Zealand anyway. That's the that has a Maori sort of, it's hard to explain, but I am. But as a result of my faith, I karakia every day. The writing's so small, man. I can, and even with my reading glasses, I can hardly read it. Oh yes, Corinda, you're right. We still get some good stuff. I mean, even in the short time that um, been doing it, I've found some cool stuff, man, and I found some cool places to get some cool stuff. So it's just a like you say, you just got to find patterns in places, and just got to persevere. And there's thousands of, like I'm in Mandurah, so there's hundreds of dumpsters here, and whilst I'm looking through them all, I pray in the morning and late at night. I do. Prayer is good. Prayer, prayer reminds me of how grateful and thankful I am to be where I am and who I am. In a good spot. People down that way do it just because it is a massive shopping. It is, and the Forum Shopping Centre here, Corinda, is it's got a lot of compactors, and almost because it's a new complex, they've all got compactors, but they have little mini dumpsters beside the compactors because it seems they just get rid of the stuff that are bulky, and I have no idea, actually, to be honest. This is just my assumption from what I find in the smaller dumpsters beside the compactors, which is not a lot of smalls. It's plant stuff and food stuffs and stuff like that. And so I don't find any packaged toys or clothes. That I don't find those sort of things in there yet. But the like you say, you just got to keep persevering, eh? Just keep plugging away at it. Find the routine. Find the patterns. Go into the shops when they have their markdown sales. It's you've got to put in a lot of work. The only things I've found of people dumping, their stuff in bins. We've pulled out a brand new scooter. Really? It doesn't surprise me what you find in people's rubbish. Say, Armadale. Does Armadale have a like a high-end area? It's amazing how much good stuff people throw out. So true, so true. I was watching another YouTuber called Josh TV, and there's another guy too. Far out, I forget his name, and he only goes in the rich areas in America, of course, and they're like secured complexes, and he must have a buddy on the gate or something, because he pretty much has free rein just roaming around these secured complexes, but the stuff that they throw out, man, is unreal. So trash picking is actually, or doing the on the curb, doing the hard rubbish, actually appeals to me. In fact, a few years ago, a friend of myself and a friend would do that. We would go on curbside and pick the rubbish and uh, repurpose furniture and stuff like that. We would go around with screwdrivers and take knobs off doors and handles off drawers and stuff like that, because when you go into Bunnings, they're like $2 a pop, and that's the cheap wooden shit. And so we'd get all the handles, and we ended up with boxes and boxes of these drawer handles, and like really heavy metal ones, and just all sorts. Yeah, they do. The high-end stores, they do lock their stuff. Oh, and the universities and the students throw out, yeah, amazing thing. They would be amazing things because they never acquired any of it on their own. It was probably through Mama's um, daddy's wallet. Oh, is that right, Granny? Your last night was your best haul. You've had about $700 in fall decor from TJ. Now, our universities are not in Australasia or in the Pacific. We don't. Yep, we don't have sororities, or we don't. They're not really live-in universities. You're just daytime students. You go in, you do your lectures, you go to your house. Oh, hi Jenna. How are you this morning? It's about 11 o'clock Sunday night here in Western Australia. Everyone, this is Jenna, addicted to diving. Lovely, lovely lady with a great channel. Actually, you're all lovely, amazing people. You all are. I love watching all of your stuff. I comment to everybody. Drinking my coffee, just got up, having a nice cup of joe. And there's one of my loves right there, Small Town Dives. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? Come to join us with your cup of coffee. So everyone, Small Town Dives has just joined us, along with Becky and Southern Belle and Corinda, who's lives in Australia, in Western Australia, and actually not too far from me. And we've got Granny Becky. I'll say hello to each other, everybody. So excuse the shocking camera work as I'm going in and out like this. Oh, congratulations, Jenna. Finally scored a Bath and Body Works. That's cool, man. You know, I tell you, like, I get mesmerized by the dumpster diving videos. the Americans, you guys put up, um, like Dollar Tree and Bath and Body Works. The just the care factor these employees have for the stuff is, it's just, it's immeasurable. It is immeasurable. You found 7 hot cocoa and cream. What is it? Lotions. Nice. Nice. It's even better where you can find stuff that you can actually use, you know? Imagine smelling like that just like every day. Yeah, well, just roll into your bathroom, and there it is. On your dressing table. Yeah, I think I'll try this one today. Well, I have to say, and I reckon I can speak for Corinda when I say this, that we have no idea what those products are like. Yours is in the mall with the security guard, so I sneak. Well, here's the news alert on that one, small town. We all sneak. It's like it's like cloak and dagger. It's like cloak and dagger dumpster diving, man. And I try and do it with a lot of confidence. I do, like, because I'm a big guy. I'm not worried about confrontation myself, you know. But I find myself sneaking and or feel like I'm sneaking, but I'm actually not. I'm really open about it. I've scored myself one of those little headlamp thingy jobbies, and it is bright as, because I want people to know that I'm not actually like sneaking around. I'm actually really upfront about what I'm doing. Um, I used to like worry about when cars used to drive by. Oh, you like my accent? Um, I, I've got news for you, Jen. I don't have an accent. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. They are cool, man. The headlamps, like, it brightens up the whole area. I don't need to use my phone light to to light up the area anymore. That way, I don't have to, like, focus. Like, where my camera action is at. But I mean, the ultimate goal is to get one of those cheap little GoPro thingies, and because you want everything in the direction of where you're looking, and so we're not looking into the side of plastic bags and stuff like that. Oh, you like my voice rather than my accent? Well, thank you for saying so. Like, I would, like, grow up thinking like an American accent, but all sound the same. But it's not the case. Everyone is very distinctively different, and not only in your accent specific to your area, but your cadence, your register, your pitch. Yeah, I'm drawn into it, and I guess it's because I'm influenced a lot. Not me, but people are influenced a lot by American multimedia as a global thing. In fact, I was talking to Pauline deep diving in Cincinnati, um, about a television program in the 70s called WKRP in Cincinnati. And, what do you know about, what do you know about their television program way over there? And I go, what, excuse me, like 90% of our television oh, well, maybe not 90, but a lot of our television viewing or movie going comes from the United States of America. I know, it was cool, right? I was just reminiscing about it before. Yeah, even brought up the theme song, and yeah, just takes you back, doesn't it? You've got a GoPro from your husband. Uh, okay. Oh no, a 20-page instruction manual on how to operate it. Um, I would say YouTube it. You know, there's in. I was. We were talking before, Becky, about the great digital divide. The thing is now is with such easy access to information is literally at our fingertips. We no longer have any excuses why we shouldn't know anything, or we can't play the ignorance card anymore about what I don't know about that. Research has become easy, so much easier these days. It's not like how we were when we were younger. We had to go to the library, we had to read, we had to memorize things. Do any of you guys watch a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk or Gary V? He talks about that you don't even need a university degree anymore. That all the information that you need to find out about anything is at our disposal. You know, so even though it comes with a 20-page instruction manual how to operate it, check him out. Check him out. He's an entrepreneur. He's an entrepreneur mainly, but he speaks really great treats about. Oh, the lady on WKRP on Cincinnati was Lonnie Anderson. Lonnie Anderson was her name, or act. Yeah, his name is Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V, VTV, and he's a media company basically. He's got shares in Snapchat. He done Bitcoin when it was like a fledgling thing, and he's an entrepreneur. He's got his finger on the pulse on a lot of things, but he's real. He's a real humble guy, and he's really charitable. But he's 100 miles an hour because he's down for the hustle. He loves it. He loves the hustle. Oh, you got to go. Sad to see you go so soon. Much love to you, small town. I look forward to seeing your stuff. You already know I've been commenting on your videos, but yeah, I hope to see you real soon, my friend. Really good to have you on the live. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you all being here so much. You have no idea. Thank you. And I hope to see you soon. Actually, you are. Before you go, you are going to see me soon. I'm going to post up that video for the butter chicken. I've got my ingredients all ready to go. Yep. Just watch the space, and I'll catch you soon. So yeah, just a little bit of a backlog. I don't know even how the subject came about, but I I think I made mention about Small Town had ever tried butter chicken before she hadn't. So I said, make sure everyone hits the like button. I think you've just done that for me. Thanks, Small Town. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know, all these like buttons, like even when I go into the comments and Pauline in Cincinnati, she's really good at that. I go through the comments of a person that I'm watching, and then if I see uh, familiar names or familiar channels, I hit the like on their comments as well, and it helps the algorithms of that channel that you've commented on, and so on. And YouTube recognizes that as a channel with traffic, because our channels for those that are willing, all is all about traffic. We we um uh we drive traffic to our channel through content and any kind of interesting matter, whether the traffic is family or friends or people that are just interested in seeing what we're up to. Oh, here's my mate Copper. How are you, how are you, my friend? Um, Copper, regarding your your comment about the sewing machines. Yes, that in hindsight, that's a great idea. There's so many. I would not be a hit with my wife, to be honest. I would not be a hit with my wife if I brought home 10 sewing machines. Can you, you know, can you give us some insight about, like, do you accumulate scrap metal so you get a certain weightage that makes it worthwhile, or do you just do you just pick stuff up and then you take it straight away to the recycling place or the scrap metal yard? I mean, how do you do it? Do you accumulate weight, or do you do it on the daily? So I've my head's racing about 100 miles an hour as people are topping up. But as I was saying about Small Town, we got around to talking about butter chicken, right? I've got to read that book about being easily distracted. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna post up a video, a cooking vlog about my butter chicken recipe, and it amazes me that there are people out there that have never had it before. No disrespect to you, Small Town, not at all. There's probably a whole plethora of foods over there that I've never tried either. Butter chicken, yes. Okay, so not so much steel, but copper. Oh, okay, and as your name would suggest, copper is your thing. What's my favorite recipe? Oh man, I'll tell you what, I am a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Yep, mine would and my favorite recipe is a boil up. A boil up, what's that? So a boil up is pork boiled with root vegetables like sweet potato, um, pumpkin, and watercress. That's my favourite meal. My One of my favourite things to make though is a is have to be anything with eggs because I love eggs. Yes, brisket and potatoes. Love brisket. Love brisket. Boil up in New Zealand was introduced by the whalers in the 1700s, and our people had a form of boiling because we have like geothermic activity, in our country. We had like the mud pools and the geysers and stuff like that in a certain area. So that particular area is known to have boil ups. But um, back in the day when we were still in pew-pews and running around barefoot, um, we never had beef or pork or or those sort of animals. There was no real red meat. We lived on birds, berries, and what the sea offered us. Nom nom nom. Pork bones. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. Pork bones and puha or watercress. That's what we do. Stop it. Stop it, copper fry bread with golden syrup and a mug of tea. Copper, am I assuming, are you English? Because that cowboy thing is throwing me off a little bit, you know. And did I meet you through Snobby? Is that how we connected? Does it? Um, I make a really nice trifle. Oh, my bro. Yes. Hard, my bro. Yes. Yeah, that's what threw me off. Yes, you are. And you're out Ellenbrook ways. That's right. Is that right, Ellenbrook? Oh, my bro. Oh, um, aroha mai. Aroha mai kia koe. Which is, that's right, bro. Hey, massive, bro. Massive. Don't forget, I think you said you don't have much of a sweet tooth. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I don't. But who doesn't like dessert? Like, I wouldn't go out intentionally and go buy donuts and stuff like that. That's not my thing, and I'm not a big chocolate eater either. So, no, thanks. Way to keep me on my toes, and there's something to be said about having a good memory of, like past things people have said. It, it's a testimony to your interest in others. It's genuine. So, for that, I appreciate you, Jenna. Yep, I do. Way to keep me on my toes. No, but I do. I make a mean trifle. I make a mean trifle. I rival my wife's trifle. Yep, yep. I put a secret ingredient in it that's not a secret at all, only to me, only to everyone else. But it's quite a common ingredient. But I tell you, it puts it onto another level. Oh, Jenny, you like all the good stuff, eh? Cookies, you like pastries and bakes, eh? Pastries and bakes. Well, you'd think I'd have I would love something like that. My mum would dedicate a whole day, you know, to just baking biscuits and cookies and cakes to supply us for our school lunches. We'd always have homemade cookies and homemade breads and cakes and stuff. But I'm just not big on it. That's all. Later on in life, when I was like, um, when I was like 16 and I had my first paying job, I would go out and buy packets of Pebbles, which are like M&Ms. Now, too much, all right, my bro. Thank you. No, I appreciate you popping in. There. Now that I know where you're at, shucks, bro. We need to collab, my man. Straight up, do a collaboration because you would have seen a lot of use out of those sewing machines, bro. You know, I see use in them. I know someone that would actually take them and send them off to the Philippines. Grab it. Hey, we got Brandon from Michigan on the page, everyone. He's awesome, bro. Trisha Hustler's found a frozen turkey in the dumpster. Would love to have one of those. Frozen turkey. Oh, we've also got Maori baby. Our kia ora. Chair, we got 3 Maoris on here, including myself. I was just being complimented on my accent by Jenna, addicted to diving, or as it turned out by my voice. Yeah, turkey. Turkey's not that much of a big thing over here on this neck of the woods. Not to say that people don't have it. I mean, they sell it at the markets. They have turkey farms, but not to the same uh, level or biblical proportions in the states. Yeah, Brandon. Oh, Jenna got a good score at body bath finally, she says. Yeah, I would take some ribs too. So grab it. Welcome, my bro. Thank you for popping in and saying hey. And Maori baby, all of you, thank you so much for coming. I'm just, as I was saying earlier on, just trying out this new app which is called StreamElements, and yeah, I'm loving it because I'm getting interaction. I've used Streamlabs once at the start, and then I tried using it again, and it just gave me nothing but issues. So I'd looked a little bit further about some other apps and come across this one. It had a lot of good reviews. It's at prototype stage, and for a prototype, I'm happy with it. So yeah. And there's a thing in here too where it's called a buddy screen, where you can invite people that have the same app or similar apps to join you on the live. How about that? Because um, I really like the idea of sharing the live with someone and being able to talk face to face. Because I'm that kind of guy. Oh, what? Yep, should be able to click live chat. Uh, should be able to. Streamer view. What about this one here? Audience view. No. Camera. I found something pretty cool from. I'll try, but it won't stay on. Oh, go on then. Go on then now, Māori baby. Because that would be cool. And don't be shy. Don't be shy. Small town, you're doing a live at the same time. Here's me thinking you're taking the kids to school. Nah, just joking. Have a look at Scrap and Pallet Man. I have, my bro. I'm subscribed to Scrap and Pallet Man. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him, my bro. No, he's awesome. He's awesome. I just need to hit the notifications so I can I can get all his content when he puts it out. But yeah, no, you're right. It's hearty follower. There's quite a few followers out there too, my bro, that's doing the same thing you do. Um, uh, yeah, there's a few out there, but yeah, I like watching his stuff, bro. Yeah, I can see why you would recommend him. Nope, live chat is just yeah, that's what live chat is. So you can see everyone talking or messaging. Did you watch Steph and Steve? Or do I watch the? Yeah, I do. I do. Uh, they were probably the first one was Frugal Family, Frugal Mummy and Frugal Daddy. They're probably the first ones I watched because I had I had a more affinity to them because back in the day, that's what my dumpster diving was all about. Was all about going in and getting food out of the rubbish to supplement my income. Yeah, and just to watch all of them get all of the sort of kai that they were getting out of the dumpsters that were still in packages and still had heaps of colour in them and just still looked mean as and having a cooking background, I could see the use of how I could like reuse that stuff because I grew up with bottling and jarring and jamming and preserving and stuff like that. I grew up around stuff like that. So when I see food like that, that's what I, you know, my instinct is to preserve it, is to bottle it and make jams and relishes and pickles. And in fact, I used to do that as a business. I used to have a business called the Kai Guy, and that's where it started off. I'd make rewana bread and relishes, pickles, and chow chows. I'd grow my own vegetables, kamo kamo and stuff like that, and I would make relishes, and that would be my business. Yeah, no, I watched them. It's just now that I've been, but Maori baby. Now that I've been like part of this dumpster diving community, I don't watch them as much. I don't watch them as much because they are titans, in the dumpster diving world. Whereas I'm focusing my energy to uplift the other channels that if people like Steve and Steph um, made comment to the smaller dumpster divers that I have no doubt that are influenced by their channel would like send that kind of encouragement to the higher echelons. You know what I mean? I was like, if I was to get love and comment from like Steve and Steph that they had actually watched my stuff, man, there'd be like no limit to what I would do, based on that kind of encouragement. You know what I mean? No, but yeah. So I'm like check out Jersey Guild Divers, man. Check out Jersey Guild Divers. I mean, for me, it's not even about the dumpster diving, man. They are funny as they are funny and genuine and just three cool cats. They are like three cool cats. They're a mother, daughter, granddaughter team, and that's Gigi, Boo Boo, and Jess. They are so cool, man. They are cool, and you know what? They do mostly live dumpster diving, and there's another group there called Brooklyn Mums, and it just must be like the kind of environment that they grow up in. But honestly, it's better than watching Netflix. Watching them is better than watching Netflix. They're just so genuine, and I'm like I'm laughing with them. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm completely captivated watching their stuff. I backlog all the way back just to watch their stuff, just to see their humble beginnings to where they've evolved into right now. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's the same for everyone. That even addicted to diving. I've almost watched almost all of your videos, and now I just try and leave as much comment as I can. Grab it fast. Just these are genuine people that you could associate yourself. Put your hand up and be counted and be inclusive as being like part of a family member. Uh, I think she's a. Which one is that one? there's heaps, man. There's the eBayer. Have you heard the eBayer mum? Every time she's um every time she starts her video, she sings out "Good morning." Yep, and yeah, she's an African lady, and she works does dumpster diving in New York City, and then there's Dive with a Purpose. She's amazing. She's more of a life vlogger rather than dumpster diver, but she's pregnant right now. So, but yeah, there's yeah, I just catch up with Steve. One of the things that really influenced me, YouTubers that influenced me to start my own channel, was a young girl in Denton, Texas called Breakfast. Have you guys heard of her? Breakfast. Her name is Kelly from Denton, Texas. She's just recently come back from Thailand, but in 3 months she accumulated over 30,000 subscribers, and most of that come from after she did a dumpster diving video at a university when all of the students had moved out, and she got 250,000 views. It just blew up like overnight, and but I was watching her before then. And she was like posting up like um, quite regularly, and then after that it was every couple of weeks, and then when she put up that university dumpster dive video and it blew up, it started becoming more and more regular, and then just like that, man, she was like up to 30,000 subscribers. But I didn't get that. I don't get that side of things. So my intention for starting my channel had nothing to do with getting subscribers. It has nothing to do with making money. It was more of like a digital diary of something that my grandchildren can watch, because I guess once it's on the internet, it's always going to be on there. So I wanted to create some content and then see what I would evolve into. Like right now, it's dumpster diving. I mean, that's my lifestyle choice at the moment. Will that be the same in 12 months or 24 months time? I don't know. But I have other interests. Cooking, I want to like introduce that, my culture. Being able to share my culture with everyone. Um, my language. Um, I love music as well. I've been playing the guitar for over 30 years, and I've written just those things that I love to do. I want to do things that I love, and because why would I do anything else? Why would I do that? Yeah, I just want to show heaps of love, and just be genuine and transparent. And plus gardening, I love like growing things. So finding that dumpster full of plants was sort of like the thing that tipped the scales for me. Yeah, it tipped the scales. Yeah, but you know, creating the channel and uploading videos, that all stem from watching that young girl from Denton, Texas. Yeah, Breakfast is her name. And then, of course, as I've gotten more to know others, I'm being heavily influenced by, or inspired, not influenced, heavily inspired by others, and the struggle is pretty real. The struggle is real. out there. So, really apologise. I missed everyone's comments. There's millions. It looks like you guys have been chatting amongst yourselves. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, that's been my intention for the page, for the channel. You know, I've set up heaps of Facebook pages, some with relative success, I guess. Pardon me, everyone. Pardon me. Yeah, yeah. So that's what it's that's where my intentions are. But I've always known, you know, in the forefront of my mind that it'll be something I know it'll evolve into, and I've got like all these harebrained ideas of grandeur and because I'm romanticizing about what it can potentially be like based on all of these other massive YouTubers. But at the end of the day, that's not the place I really want to be at. Not really. I like my quiet life, and I love my circle tight. Yeah. Um, Although my heart and my mind is always expanding and reaching out to others. I have a charitable nature, and I guess that's developed over the years from watching my parents and my grandparents, giving them themselves so easily without any expectation for reward or anything in return. They just did. They just did it, and they did it because they loved it. They loved people. Yeah. So Maori baby, what area are you in again? Armadale. That's right. No, that's Corinda. Corinda was in Armadale. I tell you, who's going to be spewing about this? It'll be Pauline, my dear friend Pauline, deep diving in Cincinnati. She's really prided herself in being the first. Guess what, guys? Let's go for a bit of a walk. It's going to go dark. Just outside at the moment. It is so warm here in Western Australia at the moment. We're expecting 39 degrees Celsius tomorrow. Yay! That is good. So, anyway, guys, my whole intention of doing the live was to test this app, and I can say with absolute favoritism that it's a good one. So I'll be continuing to use this app until it sets me crook. So I think at this stage, after a long time anyway, I'm going to bid everyone a farewell and good night. Really appreciate you all coming on board. Māori baby, wherever you're at, if you're in Perth, I hope so. I think I saw you say you were in Perth. We need to collab, do some sort of collaboration if you're down for it. Write me a comment, send me a message or something, and we'll connect with Copper Stripper Cowboy, who's in Ellenbrook, and Corinda, who's in Armadale. I mean, we've got a good little Australian circle happening here. So anyway, folks, hit the like button, just like what Small Town said. Hit the like button, and I'm going to post up a video in a few hours. It's just a cooking one for my friend Small Town, and I'm going to teach you how to do butter chicken made the South Auckland way. Okay guys, signing off. Good night. Have a great day, everyone out there in the US of A. Have a great day. No, I'm not